Hello everyone! It's been a while. Today I'm coming to you with a new tutorial, and since we're just starting again, it's going to be an easy one. Let's get started! For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Sublime Watercolor pack and the Petite Grain canvas. Everything will be linked below. I've drawn a basic sketch for you guys, so you can download it and insert it like this. So let's go to add and insert a photo. So here's the sketch. Let's go to the layers panel and add a new layer so that we can start to color. I've also developed a basic palette that you can use. You can use these colors or you can use your own. But first, I'm going to start off by using this second color here. As for the brush, I'm using the hard edge round brush. And first, we're just going to start coloring the lamb, the body here. And you can use a variety of different colors for the body. I'm gonna use another shade of beige and even pink. So feel free to use whatever color variations you want. I just want to use a variety because I wanted to make it look like real watercolor with different shades. So now I'm just going to get this pink here and color certain parts. This is the reference photo that I'm using, and I'm just looking at it to see if there are different areas that need to be darker or lighter. And you can just color however you like. Just to let you know, I'm coloring all of these different parts on different layers. So there's a layer for the head and the body and one for the ears. It just makes things easier when you want to add clipping mask layers and shadows later on. Once you've colored everything, you can grab the basic blender and start to blend out any overlaps. I'm gonna go back to the body layer and just smooth out everything. It's colored now, but it looks a bit flat, so what we're going to do now is just add a bit more color to some of the areas that will have shadows. And so we're just going to go to this body layer right now and pick out a darker shade of what we were using. Even this color will do. And just color in some of the areas that may have shadows, like the bottom of the feet here, bottom of the stomach area. You can color wherever you like. It's a drawing, so you don't have to be super serious with it, but it's going to make it look more 3D when you add it to the right places. Afterwards, you can grab the basic blender and blend it out slightly, very softly, because you still want to keep some of that pigment there and not make it completely smooth. Once that's done, I'm going to make a new layer on top and grab this pinkish color here, and still using the same brush, I'm just going to now start adding the fleece. So I do this by just making little circles along the entire face and body. And I know that this is going to take a long time and it's a little bit tedious and a lot of work. And so if you don't want to do this, you can totally skip it, but I think it does make the final piece look a bit more realistic and cute. It doesn't take as long as you think. I did it in like a few minutes. I just don't like the color of it though, so I'm just going to go here and go to hue, saturation, and brightness and toggle this up to 59%. It looked a little bit pink, so I'm just changing the color a little bit. That's looking better. I'm just going to now color in the rest of the body. Now that the fleece part is done, I'm going to make a new layer on top and make it a clipping mask. And this is where we start to add shadows. So let's grab a dark brown, or let's just use this color here in the palette. And now we're going to pick out a new brush, a stamp, this bloom number 1, and start to stamp areas that may have shadows. It's looking a little dark, so I'm just going to adjust it. Maybe here as well. And then along the bottom of the feet. And of course, if you don't like it, you can grab the basic blender and just like kind of move it around too. But I'm just going to just stamp along the head as well. Different shades, a little bit lighter than the previous brown. And it does make it look more realistic and more like watercolor. And notice that I'm using clipping mask layers for all of them. After that, you can make a new layer, and I'm going to pick out this dark brown and use the toothy pencil, and we're just going to go over the eyes and the nose and the mouth, just going over the pencil lines. Okay, now let's move on to the ribbon. We can make a new layer on top of the sketch layer and pick out a light blue here and use the hard edge brown brush again. The reference photo that we used, the ribbon was pretty translucent, so I'm using this light blue. And again, I'm using a separate layer for the top part of the ribbon, just to make it easier for clipping mask layers. Now we can make a new layer on top of these layers and make it a clipping mask. And again, we're going to use stamps using a darker blue, bloom number 1 brush or stamp. And then you can just stamp along these areas that will have shadows underneath the lamb's head. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can also go to this lower part of the ribbon here and stamp it all along those lines. Make it look more 3D by using bolder colors on top. And that's it. Since I just came back with a new tutorial after several months, I just wanted to start off with something very easy and simple, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.